Meet Aarav. Like many students around the world, he's ambitious, curious, and eager to experience life beyond what he knows. For years, he's dreamt of studying abroad, picturing classrooms with students from everywhere, lively campuses, and opportunities bigger than he's ever seen. But as 2026 approaches, he faces something unexpected, a wave of confusion. There are 10 countries to consider, each with its own requirements, fees, rules, visas, and tests. Aarav still doesn't have a clear answer to the question he's been asking for months. Which country should he choose? Instead of getting overwhelmed, he decides to break down the problem. He opens his laptop, takes a deep breath, and thinks, if I want the right answer, I need to compare everything side by side. He makes a table, and that's how his journey starts. Aarav starts with the US. He learns that most universities expect at least 60 to 65% in school or previous academic qualifications. For language, an IELTS score of 6 to 7 is standard. Some universities may ask for SAT or ACT for undergraduate admissions and GRE or GMAT for graduate programs. He notes that the tuition ranges anywhere between $15,000 to $60,000 a year and living expenses of another $15,000 to $25,000. But then he sees the upside, scholarships and plenty of them. And a post-study work visa is of 1 to 3 years depending on whether the course is STEM. He types all of this into his table. Next, he looks at the UK. The minimum entry is usually between 55 to 65%. IELTS requirements are from 5.5 to 7. Some programs may also ask for GMAT or GRE. Tuition fee ranges between £15,000 to £35,000 and living expenses are around £10,000 to £16,000. He notices something interesting. Most master's programs last just 1 year. Students can work part-time for up to 20 hours a week, and post-study work visa allows 18 months after graduation. Australia is the next country Aarav considers. Entry requirements are around 60 to 65% and IELTS scores should be 6 to 7. Some courses may require GMAT or GRE. Tuition ranges between 20,000 to 45,000 Australian dollars and living expenses around $21,000 to $28,000. He likes that scholarships are available and that students can work part-time for 48 hours every 2 weeks. The main attraction is the post-study work visa, which lasts 3 to 4 years. And then he looks at Canada, which feels very familiar, with entry requirements of 60 to 65% and IELTS scores of 5.5 to 7. GMAT or GRE is only needed for some graduate programs. Tuition is 20,000 to 45,000 Australian dollars and living costs are somewhere between 20 to 25,000. Aarav notices that partial scholarships are available, but there are very few fully funded options. Then he sees something every international student wants: a post-study work visa for up to 3 years. He highlights this and adds all details to his table. Ireland surprises Aarav. Entry requirements are 60 to 65% and IELTS scores range between 5.5 to 7. Admissions rarely require GRE or GMAT. Tuition fee is between 12,000 to 25,000 euros and living costs around 10,000 to 15,000. Scholarships are available but limited. Students can work part-time for up to 20 hours per week and the post-study work visa lasts up to 2 years. He adds Ireland to his table next to the UK and Canada, noticing the patterns and differences. And then New Zealand, which is one of the most accessible options. Many courses accept students with as little as 50%. IELTS scores from 5.5 to 7 are common. Tuition is between 15,000 to 35,000 New Zealand dollars per year and living costs are around 15,000 to 25,000. Students can work part-time for up to 24 hours per week and graduates can stay for up to 3 years. Germany stands out in Aarav research. Entry requirements are 50 to 65% and IELTS scores should be 6 to 7 or test DAF for courses taught in German. GMAT or GRE are rarely needed. And then he notices something very important. Tuition is usually free at public universities. Living costs are around 10,000 to 12,000 euros. Scholarships are strong, especially from DART. Part-time work is allowed and the post-study work period is 18 months. Aarav updates his table and impressed by how affordable and respected Germany is. And then he moves on to France, which asks for 60 to 70% marks. IELTS scores should be 6 to 7 or students may need French proficiency exams for programs taught in French. Tuition at public universities is under 4,000 euros, though private schools may cost more. Living expenses are around 10,000 to 15,000 euros. Campus France scholarships are strong and post-study work can last up to 2 years. Aarav adds France to his chart, seeing how affordable Europe can be. Italy's entry requirements start at 55 to 65%. IELTS scores of 6 to 7 are enough for English programs, but some courses may require Italian language tests. Tuition is very low, often just around 1,000 to 3,000 euros at public universities. Living costs are around 10,000 to 15,000 euros. Both the government and universities offer scholarships. The stay-back period is around 12 months, and Aarav adds Italy to his list, noting another affordable European option. And then he looks at Singapore, which requires 60 to 65% and IELTS scores of 6 to 7. Some STEM and business programs also prefer GMAT or GRE. Tuition is between 20,000 to 30,000 Singapore dollars and living costs are around 15 to 25,000. Scholarships are limited and part-time work rules are strict. Post-study stay in Singapore also depends on finding a job, as there is no guaranteed open work visa. Aarav sees Singapore as high quality but competitive. After hours of research, Aarav sits back and on his screen is the table, just like the one you saw in this video. It's a complete comparison of all 10 countries, factor by factor. As he looks at the table, he realizes something very important. It isn't just about which country is the best, it's about which country is best for him. For the first time, Aarav realizes that choosing a country is not guesswork. It is understanding, it is clarity, it is alignment between who he is and what he can afford and where he wants to go. And that's the journey every student deserves, making a decision based on clarity, not confusion.